What's going on, guys? My name is Saleha. I'm a music artist and a music producer, and I'm going to talk to you today about perhaps the most important thing to have success in music, which is discipline. So when I was younger, I used to be homeschooled for a period of time. I had to be the one that was pushing myself because I didn't have a teacher, I didn't have other students there, I did not have an environment where I was being pushed. But I knew that the things that I was doing was important. I knew that my math homework was important. I knew that my English was important. I knew that my school was important. And I learned how to push myself, one, when I did not want to push myself, and two, when no one else was there to push me. Now, these attributes have helped me greatly in life because I've learned a few things. Eventually, I went back to public school, and it was far easier to do homework. It was far easier to study because I had all of my teachers there. I had all of my friends there, and we were all learning the same thing, and we all had to do the exact same work. So it was a lot easier to stay motivated. But I realized once I graduated high school, got into college, left college, nobody is there to push you. And here's the problem. So many people live their entire life in a system where there's everyone there keeping you accountable for a period of time. And then when you get out of school, you're left alone to your own demise. So you can do whatever you want, but there also is nobody there pushing you. And this is a double-edged sword. So I think one of the most important things that I learned when I was younger was the power of discipline. When I was younger, I was playing baseball, football, basketball, and I was competing at a high level in music, specifically piano. I was learning piano. I was competing in competitions. I had to be disciplined. On top of that, I had school. I had to practice my sports. I was gone on the weekends because I was performing or playing a sport. So I had to learn this really young. And I think it's helped me greatly, and I think it will continue to help me for the rest of my life. So discipline is what exactly? Let's just talk about that for a second. So let's say I wake up and I go to the gym and I have a goal. Okay, I'm going to get physically fit. Well, one day you go to the gym, you feel good. You're like, all right, let's do this. You go. Day two, you wake up, you don't want to go, so you don't go. Well, that is not being disciplined. You go when you want, you're not disciplined. Now, if you go, regardless of how you feel, that is discipline. So you need to be able to go and do things. It doesn't matter how you feel. Think about it. If you just followed your feelings in life, let's just think about this. If you ate cookies all day, and I've been guilty of this, let's just say you eat cookies all day, you eat a bunch of garbage junk food, you're gonna eventually have health problems. And that's going to lead to your life being miserable, or you're eventually going to die, which you do not want. So let's say you're being disciplined, you're eating healthy every single day, you're exercising, regardless of how you feel, regardless if you want the cookies or not, regardless if you want the hamburger or not, you're going to be in great shape and you're going to be healthy and you're going to be happy. Discipline is trading pleasure now for peace in the future. With music as a small business, you also need to be disciplined because you are the person who is in charge of everything. Without you, there is no business. You have to learn how to produce your music or find a producer to help you produce your music. You have to learn how to mix your music or find an engineer that knows how to mix your music. You have to learn how to be a mastering engineer or find a mastering engineer, someone to master your music. Then you have to learn all of the promo. You have to learn social media. You have to learn video editing. There's a lot of things that you have to learn. There's a lot of people that you eventually need to bring onto your team. Now, it doesn't need to be a ton of people, but it helps to have someone there that's helping you with video editing, that's helping you with potentially even cover arts, or that's helping you there with creating songs. Me personally, I mix my music, I record my music, I produce my music, I master my music, I edit my videos, I do everything right now. Why? Because I have the time to do it. One thing that I eventually want to do is outsource this to other people. But for right now, I have to do those things regardless if I feel like doing them or not, because that's part of finding success in a business. So I would challenge you guys to wake up each day, write down what you need to do in order to find success in your business that day, and do it 100% of the time, regardless of how you feel. And I guarantee you, you're going to be in a different place. If you do this every single day for this next year, this 2024, you'll be in an entirely different place than you're in now. And don't just apply it to your small business and music, apply it to your life. Apply it to working out at the gym. Apply it to eating healthy. Apply it to your spiritual development. Apply it to anything that you want to apply, that you want to find success in. And you'll be unrecognizable by the end of the year. Here are a few ways that I think you can be disciplined as a musician in the business that you're in. So the first thing is this: make music often. Whether you're a singer, producer, mixing engineer, do those things all the time. You have to get really good. Reps are the only way that are going to get you there. You have to lift again and again and again, practice again and again and again. I remember when I was learning a language, I learned Spanish. The only way that I was able to learn that language was speaking it vigorously all the time with everyone that I talked to. Even the people that were learning Spanish with me, I would not speak to them in English because I knew that the only way that we were going to learn or learn quickly is if we spoke together as quickly as possible, as much as possible. So I ditched English for a period of time, and that led me to learn Spanish very quickly. I engulfed myself. I indulged in a lot of Spanish. I went out and I talked to a lot of people in Spanish that only spoke Spanish. With time, I learned Spanish way quicker than I would have if I did not go out and talk to people in Spanish that were natives. So I would suggest do what you want to be good at all the time. Become super good at it. If you want to become a fantastic composer, producer, produce, compose, study, listen to music all the time. So discipline itself takes a lot of practice. You have to do it over and over and over again to become used to it. It's very difficult at first to do things that you don't want to do consistently. I know for me, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I do not want to get out of bed. I want to stay here. I want to relax. I'm warm. I do not want to get out. It's cold. I do not want to go to the gym. I do not want to get out and do my life today. It's like the Bruno Mars song, I just want to stay in bed all day, right? Like that, today, I just want to stay in bed, right? You know that song. So the thing that you have to do is you have to get up, do it. Today, I don't feel like doing anything. I just feel like staying in bed. You know, so I don't remember the exact song, but you get the idea. So discipline takes practice. It's not something you wake up and you're just perfect at. And in fact, I think it's something that you have to do your entire life. Otherwise, it goes away. You become soft. And it becomes easy to just give in to whatever it is that you want to do. I want to eat that food. I want to relax all day. I don't want to work. Whatever it is that you want to do. I know for me personally, I enjoy working because what the heck else is there to do in life? One thing that I've been focusing on over the last little bit of time is that I feel like a lot of people say there's no time in life to do anything. And I would argue that there's a bunch of time in life to do everything. How much time per day are you spending scrolling on Instagram or TikTok? How much time are you watching TV? How much time are you just sitting around doing nothing? How much time are you playing video games? How much time are you doing all these other things that you really do not need to do? Check your average screen time per day on your phone and see how long you're spending on your phone per day. I bet you have an extra 30 minutes in there to do whatever it is that you need to do. To be disciplined in your business, to be disciplined in your physical fitness, in your health, whatever it is that you need to do that you're saying you don't have enough time to do. There's always enough time. It just depends on what you prioritize the most. When it comes to your music, try to create music all the time. It does not matter how you feel. Try to put it out all the time. Try to create content all the time. If you do this consistently over a long period of time, you will find success. Now, the only way that you will do that, though, is if you're disciplined, because there will be plenty of days where you don't feel like doing any of it. But you have to do it, especially when you don't feel like it, and then you will find success. I wanted to share that with you guys today. You are the CEO of yourself. You yourself as an artist or as a musician is a company. So you have to think like a CEO in order to have success. You have to be driven. You have to have discipline. You have to do everything that you know you should do, even when you do not feel like doing it. I hope this helps, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.